Yes, sir.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. How are you? Welcome to our podcast. Forgive us because we had technical difficulty a few minutes ago, along with the technical difficulty we had yesterday. So we're here today. It's so good to have you. We appreciate you, one and each and every one of you, all of you. We love you very, very much. You're the only ones who understands us. So therefore, we had to put this podcast out, and it's grown so big. It's so huge. Oh my goodness! And then the other businesses that we have uh, started within uh, the podcast are doing extremely well. So it's so good to have you here, and thank you for joining us. So we're going to go ahead and start off this podcast today. I will read the first line, which is the introductory. Well, I'll read the first paragraph, which is the introductory. Autism is a neurodevelopmental disorder that affects how a person perceives and interacts with the world. While autism is primarily characterized by challenges in social communication and repetitive behaviors, individuals with autism can also have sensory sensitivities, including sensitivity to color. Wow, that reminds me, sensitivities. I have a sensitivity to patronizing. Yes, I do.
Okay.
And yeah, so I understand, you
Okay.
know, especially patronizing from a loved one. So harsh.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Take it away, son.
I'll get a part of. Uh, sensory sensitivities in autism can manifest in various ways, such as heightened or reduced sensitivity to sensory input, including visual stimuli like colors. Some individuals with autism may experience hypersensitivity to certain colors, finding them overwhelming or uncomfortable. Bright or intense colors, high, high contrast, or rapid change in color may be particular, particularly challenging for them. I, I agree to that.
Yes. Yes, you do. To textures,
Yes.
colors, uh, oh my goodness. And then he also has megalomania.
It
What
is
is that called?
it is megalophobia.
Megalophobia. I think I have patronizing phobia.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Uh, yes, he does, everyone. Yes, he does. I mean, like, just the color red, just, oh no. And but a lot of people are looking into that now. They don't see red as red. Now they know that red acts as an angry color. So, and then some people look at it as a sensual color, sensual, sexual color, and and autistic kids. see a lot of the colors as an angry color or texture. They can see a texture that's on a wall that's not likable. It has to be like I don't know, just smooth. You know, it has to be smooth with them. So yeah, this, they have a lot of. I know the series has a lot of sensitivity to colors, textures, um, height. You know, yeah. So we'll get off into that as we read. Go ahead, Giselle. Go ahead, the series.
On the other hand, some individuals with autism may develop a special interest or fascination with colors or may have a heightened perception and appreciation for color, color nuances
Color
and
nuances.
nuances.
You don't like that word, do you?
They, they, they may find certain colors soothing or engaging and may have a keen eye for detail and color patterns or arrangements.
Yes, he does have a very detailed, very detailed in color. I guess because he's a painter. You know, maybe that's the reason that he started this from early on, and I have to say thank goodness because he would be have sensory, uh, more sensory sensitivities than he does right now. So let me go and read the next one, okay? It's important to note that the experiences of individuals with autism can vary significantly from person to person. And not all individuals with autism will have sensitivity to color. Each person's sensory profile is unique, and some individuals may be more sensitive to other sensory inputs, such as sound, touch, or smell. Yeah, he's very sensitive to sounds, uh, touches, and a lot of very sensitive. Sens- he's very sensitive to smells. I don't know why I'm having an issue with my words tonight. Okay. If you or someone you know is affected by autism and experiences difficulties related to color sensitivity, it can be helpful to provide a supportive and accommodating environment. Inclusive, we go back to this word again, inclusive, okay, because of the environment, all right? Because if you're going to, I mean, a lot of kids, uh, that are at school may wear colors that autistic kids would be sensitive towards, you know, but that is not an inclusive environment for a child with sensitivities. Okay, go ahead, Sarah. This may involve using muted or calming color schemes, avoiding excessive visual stimuli, and respecting individual preferences and needs. You won't find that at a public school or a private school. You will only find that in an inclusive environment for autistic kids. Okay, let's see. Consulting with healthcare professionals or occupational therapists who specialize in autism can provide valuable guidance and strategies to manage sensory sensitivities effectively. How's that? They're going to tell kids what they can't wear? Or is the whole school, the principal, and the teachers going to wear uniforms? Is it going to be some color that's going to be good for everyone? I don't think so. Okay, so yeah, that's not going to work. What do you think, Sarah?
It's I think it could work if I think, for example, if the school colors, let's say they are able to wear like pastel colors, so it could work. Yeah.
Everybody wear pastel colors.
Or-
When is that going to happen?
or-
Yeah, it could work, but I don't see the school system, you know, bending their exact rules that they put into place, for the autistic community. Has anyone seen that? Okay. So go ahead, Sarah.
Sensory processing differences in autism. Sensory processing refers to how the brain receives and interprets sensory information from the environment. People with autism can have atypical sensory processing, which means the brain may interpret sensory input differently than neurotypical individuals. This can result in either heightened or
Diminished,
diminished sensory to various
diminished sensitivity.
diminished sensitivity to various sensory stimuli, including visual input like colors.
Okay. Color sensitivity. Sensitivity to color in autism can manifest in different ways. Hypersensitivity. Some individuals with autism may be hypersensitive to certain colors. This means that certain colors or color combinations may be overwhelming, intense, or uncomfortable for them. Bright or fluorescent colors, high contrast or rapidly changing colors may be particularly challenging. Yeah, I find it a lot with the Sarah. She's very hypersensitive about certain things. Okay, the brightness of a light or just any light at all sometimes. So let's see what else here. Yeah, color combinations is overwhelming to him. Very intense or uncomfortable. It makes him uncomfortable. You know, he just wants to leave the vicinity of wherever this is happening. Okay, hypo sensitivity. Conversely, some individuals with autism may have reduced sensitivity to colors. They may not perceive colors as vividly or may have difficulty distinguishing between different shades or tones. This can affect their ability to notice subtle color variations or appreciate color nuances. So the service does that with me a lot. I tell him, I say, baby, look at that, look at that blue. And he'll say, no, no, it's mostly green in there. Things like that. So, serious, now you know I was right, you was wrong. And we both know where it was coming from all the time. Okay, so elaborate on that, son.
Uh, I guess I see different colors there.
And he doesn't like to be wrong at all. Okay, so he will still defend the color that he sees. Okay, okay, go ahead.
Uh,
Special interest.
Special interest is worth noting that some individuals with autism develop intense interests or obsessions, including a fascination with colors. They may have a deep appreciation for color patterns, arrangements, or combinations, and may derive pleasure or comfort from engaging with colors in various ways.
Okay, so as far as that is concerned, yeah, he does. It really depends on the combination. He knows when this is happening or about to happen because he can see the different colors. But I don't. I just because we as neurotypicals, we take this for granted. The variations of color, we're not sensitive towards it. In those things. So, yeah. Impact on individuals. Sensitivity to color can impact individuals with autism in different settings. Go ahead.
Uh, Everyday life and in daily life, hypersensitivity to certain colors may lead to discomfort or sensory overload. For example, a brightly lit room with vibrant colors may be overwhelming. It may be overwhelming and cause distress. Adjusting the environment by using softer or muted colors or providing visual support like color filters or sunglasses may help individuals manage their sensory sensitivities.
Okay, yeah. Um, it's just that intense for them, you know. Uh, Hypersensitivity to colors. It is a very, very intense to them. So I witness this all the time. So it doesn't affect me anymore, because I know where it's coming from. Okay. So education and work. In educational or work settings, color sensitivity can affect concentration, attention, and productivity. Teachers, employers, and colleagues can support individuals with autism by creating visually supportive environments or allowing adjustments to minimize distractions caused by color stimuli. So I don't know of any education or work program that does this for these kids, unless it is an inclusive environment. Okay, so yeah, and actually out of the whole years that the Sarah's been in school, I haven't seen any change in it. I haven't seen any change in it whatsoever. So yeah, let's see. Go ahead, Sarah. Individual variations.
Individual variations, it's important to remember that autism is a spectrum disorder, and individuals with autism have unique profiles and experiences. While some individuals may have pronounced color sensitivities. Others may not be affected or may have sensitivities to other sensory modulations such as sound, touch, or smell. Understanding and accommodating individual needs is crucial for providing appropriate support.
Overall, sensitivity to color is one aspect of sensory processing differences in autism. By recognizing and addressing these sensitivities, individuals with autism can better manage their sensory experiences and create environments that promote their well being and comfort.
Or,
Let me see. Look at the word patronizing or patronize.
or,
I want to make sure that I have the correct word. We're still alive, right?
yes.
Okay, so this will be our word for today. Patronize. Okay, so I think it would be good if we had a word for every day for each podcast and we learn this so that our individual autistic, so each and every autistic individual will understand, where another person is coming from. So this is a word patronize. What does that mean, Sarah? Can you read it out?
Okay, it is the meaning refers to speaking or behaving in a condescending or belittling
Uh
manner
huh. Uh
towards
huh.
someone, often with the intent to make them feel inferior or to assert a dominance.
Uh huh.
For example, if someone talks down to another person, underestimates their ability, or treats them as if they are less knowledgeable, they can be said to be patronizing them. The usage of the term is generally considered negative, as implies a lack of respect or genuine regard for the other person. Or
Uh huh. Keep reading.
to patronize a business or organization, this meaning involves supporting or being a customer of a particular business establishment or cause. When you patronize a business, you regularly use their service, purchases their products, or contribute to their success in some way. For instance, if you frequently visit a local cafe and buy their coffee, you can be said to patronize that cafe. In this context, the term does not carry a negative connotation, but rather indicates support or loyalty.
Okay, and this is wonderful. So, on a personal level, patronizing is a bad thing. But when you go and you support one's business by being there, signing up, and buying their products, it's a very good thing. Isn't that beautiful? That is so beautiful. And just to think how one word can personally mean one thing, and business, it means a totally different thing. Yeah. Okay. So, what would you like to talk about now? Since we've gone over the colors and sensitivities and stuff, what would you do? You have anything further to say about that?
I do not.
Okay. So, what would you like to talk about now?
Uh,
Okay, why don't you pull this up? Uh, are are autistic individuals normally talked to in a condescending way, and why? Let's talk about that. Yeah, patronize, personal to not support, business to support.
I think you're kind of doing it right.
What's that?
Patronizing.
How's that?
I don't
Wow.
know.
Well, you built up
Better,
your case, huh?
better.
Right where? Wow. Because I said, wow. Because you didn't have anything to back it up. That's oh, that's patronizing. Uh,
I think we kind of made this
like I
personal.
said, everybody, my son loves being right. Okay, he loves he will he. That's one thing I got to give it to him. He could. Well, I better not say that because that's one of your abilities. That's one of your strong points. So I won't say it. Let's see. What do we have here?
Says no, it is not appropriate or respectful to
Well,
talk
we
to.
know it's not appropriate. What does it say at the top?
It says our autistic individuals normally talk to
Yeah.
and
Okay. Go ahead and read. Go ahead and read at the bottom.
no, it is not appropriate or respectful to talk to autistic individuals and or anyone in a condescending way. Autistic individuals, like anyone else, deserve to be treated with dignity, respect, and understanding.
So why is it done? Let's talk about that. Why is it done? See, that's my whole thing as far as an inclusive environment for autistic kids only.
It is unfortunate that some people may talk to autistic individuals in a condescending way, but it is essential to remember that not everyone behaves this way. However, there can be several reasons why some individuals may display condescending behavior towards autistic people: lack of understanding.
Oh no, they understand what they're doing. Go ahead.
Some people may not have a good understanding of autism and may hold misconceptions or
So
stereotypes.
is that a reason to talk to another person in a demeaning way?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Why is this trying to justify it? Go ahead, read on, please.
says ignorance or prejudice and ignorance can contribute to condescending attitudes. People who hold negative beliefs about autism,
Contribute. That is what it is. It is what it is. Go ahead, Sarah.
uh, autism or biases against neurodivergent individuals may treat them disrespectfully or dismiss their perspective. Communication challenges. Autistic individuals may communicate differently from neurotypical individuals. Some may struggle to understand or interpret their communication style, leading to frustration or impatience. Instead of adapting their communication approach, they may resort to condescension. Power dynamics. Condescending behavior can also stem from a power dynamic where one person perceives themselves as superior to the other person. This power imbalance can manifest in various relationships, such as being between a professional and a client, or a teacher and a student.
A teacher and a student.
This,
Do you remember that meeting that we had when you were in ninth grade? And it was a counselor there that didn't know you, and we were in a meeting. Remember when I told you, I said to Sarah, I said, and look, I said, this is the way they talk to you. You remember that? When that counselor was talking to you in a demeaning way, and I wanted to jump over the table and just yeah, okay. So yeah, that was the day for me. But it was my opportunity to show you, okay, how people act. But even worse than that, how does she talk to other students? She shouldn't have been working, okay? It was something mentally wrong with her. And see, parents, y'all got to understand that they have some teachers and some counselors out here. They not right in the head, baby. And I don't mean, uh, uh, you know, they have a disability. They're just mean free. Okay, they don't wash their tone. They don't care how they talk to these kids. Y'all better get your kids in an inclusive environment. Okay, we this is so yeah. This is how big the podcast is. Okay, for all of the individuals that have an inclusive environment to feel comfortable, to learn, to laugh, to grow. All right. And I am so grateful to be here in this date and this time, but this to be happening within our podcast. Changing the world to be better one step at a time, or a whole lot of steps at a time. So like I said, this is big, it's huge now, and so all we want to do is just love these kids because that's what we do, and we love the parents. So it's more to than just addressing the kids. We're addressing the parents of the children because the parents know these kids the best. Okay, and the parents are to be nurtured just as well as these kids. All right. So we thank you. We thank you, each and every one of you. You've been so. We appreciate you, and just thank you so much. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, share it, talk about it. Talk about this podcast. Like and subscribe. Get your friends on it. So y'all can see them at the meetings. Get our kids playing together, since we want them to be more sociable. Let's get each other's numbers and exchange them. Because they want the parents to communicate, or maybe a baby, have the kids coming over to one another's houses to give them some type of relief, and have these kids safe. And even if you go in someone else's house, it's all about a safe environment. Everything is about a safe environment, not just inclusive, but safe inclusive. Okay. So we thank you, we love you, appreciate it. Again. Like, share, comment, pass it on. Okay. Thank you so much, and we will see you tomorrow. Sarah, do you have any other thing to say to these beautiful people out here?
Uh, we appreciate your support and like, share, and subscribe our channel to other people. We appreciate you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And when you keep liking it and sharing it, it makes the rhythm go up. Okay. And the energy's up, and it gets further out. So this is what we've been told. It gets further out there to the communities. So thank you so much. See you tomorrow.